Hey guys, Chris here, and in this video we're going to be going over how you can get better at drums without actually playing them. So to start off, it's obviously very important that you are practicing and you're spending time on the kit, practicing your rudiments, practicing your technique, what have you. But I really believe that outside of the drum kit, there's still a whole realm of opportunity for improvement and a lot of kind of new circuitry that's going to affect and improve your drumming even when you're not on the kit. So I'm going to get into what I mean by this. So firstly, I think one important aspect, and if you're already playing drums you probably do this anyway, but I don't think it's to be underestimated, and that's actually not having drums but still being able to tap on things, tap on desks, and just work out little rhythms, little beats, little kind of sticking patterns. And this is actually something I know I've done for a long time, and you want to try not to bother or irritate other people, but I think it really pays off. And it's pretty funny actually to think back to how many kind of little things that I've figured out and worked out just by tapping them out and working them out slow in my head. Because even when I don't have the drums available to me, I still have a lot of these ideas going on in my head, which I'm sure you do as well. And it's important to get those ideas out, or if you want to try kind of fine-tune them without having to be at the drum kit. I can definitely think of times where I've been tapping out this rhythm that I've had stuck in my head and then actually translated it to the drum kit. And so that's definitely been a help. And again, I'm sure most drummers do this to a good extent, but it's not to be overlooked. If you're by yourself and you don't have your drum kit, tap those ideas out, work on your wrist motions. There's a lot of things you can do really without the drum kit, whether you have pillows or whatever it is. Utilize that. So secondly, I'd actually say music is a huge one, because although you might not be at your drum kit, you can listen to a bunch of other people playing drums, and you can put on your favorite music, listen to new bands, listen to bands you used to listen to, whatever it is. Not only can you pick up on, say, obviously the drum parts of a song, but you can improvise and kind of work these ideas out in your head just listening to them. I know I do that. It kind of goes back to the first point where, similar to just being able to tap along and stuff, music is something that just gets those creative juices going, and I know I can work out a lot of new ideas or pick up on things that I hear in songs, and that's also translated onto the drum kit for me. So definitely not to be underestimated. You have all the bands in the world, all the styles in the world. Just because you're not at the drums, you can still be learning new grooves and new drum fills. You might not know it note for note because you might not have the sheet transcription or whatever it is, but just listening to songs over and over again, I know I've learned a lot of new styles and parts to songs, or actually learned how to play songs because I just listened to it so much. So I think that's something not to be overlooked. And because music is so powerful in this regard, also make sure you branch out and listen to other styles of music, because for example, there's so many different types of jazz, so many different types of metal, hip-hop, any genre, any style. You're going to have a complete range and spectrum of ideas and styles that you listen to, and that will almost subconsciously, I feel like, affect your drumming and your style of playing. Now, another tip that I know is probably a lot more popular now, and for every reason, is podcasts and YouTube, and basically any kind of social media platform where you can have full immersion and visual content. You can get sheet notation, you can get lessons from like the greats and the masters, and there's just such an abundance of content in these days now. Now, I was also super fortunate to grow up drumming to YouTube videos and stuff and drummers that I followed, but there wasn't quite as much content as there is today. Now you have all kinds of podcasts, YouTube series, different styles of drumming, drum covers, remixes, lesson videos, solos, live clinics, live drum cams. You have everything, really. So please utilize these things if you're serious about improvement, because again, you might be practicing for say a couple hours in the day, but then you have the rest of the day to still improve, and you might think that's not possible or not really consider it because you're not sitting at your drum kit. But I can't tell you that how many times I've listened to a solo or watched a Drumeo lesson or something, and then the next day when I do sit at the drum kit, I have these ideas, or I remember, hey, I remember that thing, or let me try this, you know, this chop that this guy did, whatever it is. And also, a huge thing I think is a lot of inspiration can be taken from especially podcasts and listening to people who are really doing this on a professional level or have been for decades. They have a lot of advice to offer, and it's such a blessing that we can, you know, just open our laptop, search this thing up and listen to say a whole interview of knowledge and experience and wisdom that some of these greats have, that would cost you an arm and a leg if you wanted, say, a one-on-one seminar or talk or lesson with these guys. So please use social media and all the content that is up there to your advantage. Also, I think it's good to help support the content creators who put out this stuff. This isn't a plug for myself, but I genuinely mean that, because there are a lot of great channels and companies that put a lot of time and effort into these things and really provide a lot of value. Again, I know I've watched many interviews and drum solos and clinics and what have you, or even technique explanations, and it's really helped me and saved me a lot of trial and error, as I'm sure it will with you as well. So now I'm probably speaking more so to the ones that are very serious about drumming, okay? If you drum just for fun and it's a recreational habit, and you say you just enjoy taking lessons, and it's something more new to you, or you just want to jam with some friends, that is perfect. And please keep doing that, because I think music is so important, and to drum and have that creative outlet is an amazing thing. So keep doing it. But to those that are very serious about their results, you have the rest of the day that you're not sat at the kit to still, you know, get some improvement and kind of ingrain new circuitry and ideas in regards to drums. So what it really comes down to is almost just to obsess over it. Obsess, think about it, think about the songs you've been listening to, analyze songs you've been listening to, drummers that you listen to, different talks and drum solos. You know, you can mix and match all these different ideas, you know, from Latin to jazz to hip hop to metal. Whatever it is, you can draw all these new ideas and concoctions of rhythms, and you know, it's such an age of like information abundance. So use that to your advantage, and I promise you will see faster results. Be patient, be obsessed, love what you do, enjoy drumming, because that's what it's about. And until then, if you haven't already, check out my Instagram, that's chrisjenkins_drums, and I post daily content there. I do song remixes, drum covers, collabs, drum lessons, etc. And yeah, till then guys, happy practicing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Whoa, 1 second. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. I'm going to upload much more content similar to this, and just topics and discussions that a lot of us drummers are interested in. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, back to the outro.